everyone. Today we will understand the use of modal verbs to denote the past. But before that, let's have a quick recap of what we have already covered. So let's understand what are modal verbs. The verbs used to express the mood or the attitude of a speaker are called modal verbs. So modal verbs help us to express the mood, right? They also express the or reflect the attitude of a speaker. So in case of any possibility, in case you want to give a suggestion or in order to show any request, you make use of modal verbs. They never change their form. They are always used in the same form and they are always followed by a main verb. Modal verbs can never be used alone in a sentence. For example, you should exercise daily. Can I use your pen? May I come in, ma'am? The keys might be with the office assistant. I think it will rain tonight. So in all these sentences, the highlighted words are the modal verbs and all these modal verbs are accompanied with a main verb. So without the use of main verb, the sentence wouldn't be a meaningful sentence. Now we have already learned that could, would and had to are used to denote the past. For example, James can help us in our project and James could help in our project. So in both the sentences, I have made use of can and could, but here could has been used to denote the past. I will come tomorrow and he said that he would come the next day. So in this sentence also here, I have used would to denote the past. You have to attend the meeting today. She had to attend the meeting yesterday. So had to here is also denoting the past. Along with these verbs, we can also make use of other ways to denote the past. So we can use modal with have and along with that we can use the past participle form of the verb to denote the past action or past habit. So if you want to use should see in order to denote the past habit, you have to use it as should have seen. So should is the modal verb, have as per the rule we have to use, and seen is the past participle or the third form of the verb see. Similarly, must take will be changed to must have taken. Must is the modal verb, have and then past participle or third form of the verb take. Might be will be changed to might have been and would give will change to would have given. So let's understand it with the help of few examples. When I was a child, I could play tennis, and when I was a child, I could have played tennis. Both the sentences are correct, but there is a difference in their meaning. In the first sentence, could play denotes that I had the ability to play tennis. But in the second sentence, could have played denotes that I had the ability to play tennis, but I didn't play. You should bring some warm clothes and you should have brought some warm clothes. So in the first sentence, should bring denotes that it's a suggestion to bring some warm clothes. But in the second sentence, should have brought denotes that you were expected to bring some warm clothes, but you didn't. He must have got in through the bathroom window. So here I have made use of must have got. So must have got is used to make strong past predictions or in a condition where you are quite certain or where you have strong evidence. So the way we can use modal verbs in the affirmative sentences, similarly we can make use of modal verbs in negative sentences also, in their negative forms also. For example, I should not have lost my cool and behaved in that manner. So should not denotes negative. So what does this mean? That it was not proper or it was not right to lose the cool. The dog would not have attacked if it hadn't been provoked. So would not here denotes negative. So here it means it was not likely for the dog to attack means dog was not willing to attack. So like we can make use of would, should and other modal verbs in their negative forms. In the similar way, we have two more verbs, need and dare, which are mostly used in their negative form. For example, we dare not play jokes on him, lest he should become angry. So dare not means we should not, or we should not even try to play jokes. What is right for us need not be right for others. Need not means not required, not necessary. So what is right for us, it is not necessary that it will be right for everyone. That's all for today, children. Thank you.